exactly by George Campbell, just thought, this fellow's a bloody good painter. Take some paintings off him and sell them for him. It was an instruction exactly like that. But I have to say, it's been a very happy relationship ever since. And we've had many exhibitions. We've had many exciting times, travelled many miles together. So it's a real pleasure to have him here on this exhibition this evening. It's an important collection of work. It spans really most of his career, and it covers 2 floors. And it covers a lot of work really, and a lot of changes of style. Now, we always look for a poet really, I suppose, to open an exhibition. In this case, the Burren is one of the great muses for Manus. It's one of the great inspirations in his work. And there are few people who know the Burren quite like the man I'm about to introduce you to now. There are many ways I could introduce this man, actually. But I'm going to just stick to the one tonight, because he is a man of the Burren, I have to say. He knows it very intimately. He loves it with a great passion. He is a very cultured man behind it all. And he knows Hick Man probably better than most of us here. So a really great pleasure, I have to say, to have Michael Connolly to OBS.
Thank you, Tom. Manus rang me up a couple of weeks ago, and he said casually, "Will you open my exhibition?" You know, and with the shock, I nearly fell off the truck, you know. And then, you know, when I consider what a great honour it is for me to go to the marvellous exhibition of you this evening, you know, of course I have to say yes, but I regret it ever since. But anyway, no, let's be serious about it. But I first met Manus way back in the early 70s, when he moved on from Dublin with his family to live in the West. And you know, sometimes in your life you meet people at certain stages of your life, and they have make a profound impression on you, and are a great influence on you. With me, it was like that with Manus, you know. Meeting him was the best thing that ever happened to me at that time. Because not alone opening doors into the world of visual art, but, you know, meeting a whole lot of his friends and artists and fine men. Like I was thinking of George Campbell and Arthur Armstrong, you know. And it was a tremendous time for me, you know, because you grew up in the 50s and 60s, 40s and 50s in Ireland, and it wasn't a, you know, visual art or free thinking was not exactly something you were so meeting this man was a tremendous thing for me at that time. And it's not just on me he's had this fantastic impression on, you know. It's that whole area that we live down there, you know. He's made such a fantastic impression on that place, you know. And he's influenced a whole lot of people. And of course they're reciprocated too by, you know, Manus exhibitions are always, everyone was invited, and all the locals, everybody was invited, you know. And now people, you know, look around, you see all the local people here tonight, and, you know, come and buy his paintings, and it's been, you know, he's made a fantastic impression on the place, you know. He's the original quiet man to me, anyway. He's the, you know, in his own quiet way, he's the man of his contributions to that, you know. But, you know, I was thinking about, you know, those earlier years, you know, going to Kinney's in Salthill, you know, the old gallery, to the first exhibitions that we were ever at, you know. And Mr. and Mrs. Kinney Senior would always make you totally welcome, you know. And it was a tremendous occasion. Kinney's openings are always tremendous occasions, you know. And all the time you get involved, they all make the kids so welcome and everything is great. But, and of course, young Tom Kinney, well, he was young then. What we also do. And he was always waiting with it in his hands, you know. And I'm glad to see some things never did, you know. But the only thing I'll say about that time is, may the Lord lay me with a heavy hand. You know, it wasn't all one way traffic, because, you know, we did introduce Manus to player hurling. Yeah. Sports, stacking bales. But, you know, just have to imagine those artistic hands that produce this hefty work here night out picking skulls. But that's a mark of Manus too, you see. If you needed practical help, Manus would, you know, would help you out. And as for the hurling, of course, we had some fantastic days with that great player team that we had in the, you know, the late 70s. But You had to go into training, months in advance for these game matches, which generally consisted of visiting all the pubs in Ballymonagh, which really frequently went to. But anyway, we had some fantastic days. But I remember one particular day, and our fare generally at those games was ham sandwiches and bottles of tea. But on this particular day, Claire over there, that now was cool, supplied us with lunch, and we had beautiful white wine, a beautiful quiche, and so the roasting, beautiful hot June day, and it sat in the back window of the car, and we had this beautiful lunch. And Tom Kenny actually travelled with us on the same day. You didn't buy any wine, man. but they were fantastic days, But well, I think we'll be here all evening. I remember Manus raising the bar a bit further 20 years later in a field outside Thurles, the Munster final in 1995, when he produced out of the back of his car a fold-up table and a linen tabletop with crystal wine glasses and chilled white wine. And this man, who was parked over the field from us, he was feeding his two young sons over the back of the car, and he saw this, and he was I think he thought it was a mirage, so he grabbed his two young sons and he ran over and he said, "Lads, come over," he said. "Jeez, you'll never see this. This is most of the final, and you'll never see this again." But man was raising standards, I think, all the time. I think we've come the kind of scenic route to the real reason that we're on here. And this is for a celebration of Manus's painting life up to this time. And hasn't it been varied and wonderful? When you look around the walls here, it's absolutely fantastic, through the different stages, when you have the industrial paintings over there, and you have the musicians, you have Spain, on through the burn, and now these marvellous paintings from South American influence paintings, And I've always wanted to visit South America, so I thought maybe Manus is going down there so often, that I might tag along. Because there's tremendous trout fishing down there, So the next time he was going anywhere, I said, "Manus, can I come?" He said, "No." I'm going to reapply again that night. Because I said I'd say this in front of you, because he'd be with us now. But I really feel that of all the places Manus has been, I think the Button has been the greatest influence in a way, Because tonight now I was looking for some of the older works, the stamped black and white moonscapes of the Button that for me, are my favourites, because I just love the Button when the full moon is on it, It's kind of the gentlest time that the Button is to me, and I spend a lot of my time on that. But Manus captures that thing amazingly, I remember here one night in Kenny standing in front of a particular painting, and it's almost like standing out in the middle of the Button, it's just kind of the strangeness of the world and this. But as I say, the Button has been a tremendous influence on him, But no, I thought you would be here on here. So, wine tonight. But anyway, if those of you who don't know the Button so well, maybe if you ever find yourself down there in a full moon, I suggest you forego the pleasures of the boudoir and find yourself out in the middle of the rocks there someplace, and experience this magic that I'm talking about. So, really, I suppose maybe that's enough for me. But just before I go, I'll tell you the story. The first exhibition I went to Manus's, and I bought my first painting. And there was our old friend Patty was here. That was in the old gallery in St. And I was very pleased myself. And I called over Patty and I said, "Have you not buying a painting?" He said, "Good man, what's that?" And he said, being practical man, he said, "What do you pay for it?" I said, 120 quid. "Oh, Jesus," he said, "the price of a good bull calf." If you take my advice this evening, I have that painting on at hand, and I thank you very much. And if you take my advice, don't mind the bull calf, go and buy one. Exhibition.
truly open to this evening. Thank you very much, Michael John. I did bring the wine that time, by the way. And I brought it again tonight. I suggested to him on the phone the other evening that he would bring a pound or two and balance the books a little bit. So, anyway, it was a great pleasure, Michael, from Emile Monaghan. And thank you very much indeed for your attention, and just enjoy the exhibition. Please. It covers the 2 floors and it's worth going up, really. Thanks a million.